number 2, which is actually the first of 2 semifinal games. The winner of this game will punch their ticket into the championship. We'll start around 2:15. I'm Doc, your commentator from the USSSA Sports Network. Yes, sir.
Probably never seen one of these before.
Oh, no way. For that is awesome. Yeah, I do. That's incredible. So the umpire came back to show me he's inducted into the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown as an umpire. So, wow, see all kinds of great things every day here. So MPACT is going to be the home team. Florida Ice is going to be the visitors here. So this is the Publix Park Palooza put on by USSSA. Thanks to Matt Grant for his tireless efforts to get the tournament off of the ground and have this quality tournament here in Panama City Beach, Florida. Also, thank Tim Labus and Nick for their support as well. And then, of course, the USSSA Sports Network broadcast of this game and the rest of the 12U games today. Again, coming up next is going to be the Mavericks and Canes in the second semifinal game. And the winner of this one, you're seeing now, MPACT and Florida Ice will punch their ticket into the championship. All right. With that said, let's go through. Oh man, I missed. All right. Let's see. Pitching for MPACT is going to be Landon, and catching looks like number 8. I believe that's number 8. I believe that is Ridge catching for MPACT. The batting order for Florida Ice is Brady's going to lead things off. He'll be followed by Tate, and then Jazer, Keegan, Easton, Aiden, Ryan, Jacob, and Clayton. There's 5 subs. That's Rylan, Miles, Liam, Colton, and Christian. On the MPACT side, it's Caden, Jackson, Carson, Owen, Landon, Bowden, Angel, Ridge, Tripp, and Kane. The subs is Connor, Graham, Jake, and Gavin. All right, we're about to get things underway here in the top of the first inning for game number 2. And here's the first pitch from Landon. Ball up, and this one's underway. So it's a 1-0 count to Brady. A foul ball. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And now it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. With things underway here in the top of the first inning. So glad to have you aboard. Strike. With things underway here. That's a 2-1 count. Here's the 2-1 delivery from Landon. Excuse me, that's ball 4. Sorry, I just have to run a couple checks to make sure things are working so you folks I can make sure that you're not missing any action in case there's a technical difficulty. So a leadoff walk issued by Landon. Tate stepping into the batter's box now. Here's the first pitch off the plate. Or actually called strike. It was not off the plate, outside corner. And that allows Brady to go to second as it's bobbled a little bit by Ridge. And it is a 0-1 count to Tate. So no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's 0-2. All right, so I was incorrect. It's actually Kane behind the plate, not Ridge. Foul ball. So foul ball knocked our camera off last game, so hopefully that will not happen again. We're hoping that's the case. It was a pretty powerful hit nonetheless. So 0-2 with Brady at second. On deck is Jazer. And the pitch. Foul ball again. So Tate is hanging in there with Landon. And here's the 0-2 from Landon. So line shot. Wow, what a try by the shortstop. That's going to get into left field. And here's the throw home. And Florida Ice have taken the lead 1-0 on the RBI single by Tate. But he goes to second on the throw. And that'll bring in Jazer. So quick jump out in front lead for the Florida Ice. Nobody out. That brings in Jazer. Pop 5 foul out of play. It's an 0-1 count now to Jazer. Keegan on deck. And the pitch. There's a line shot in the right center field. That's getting down. That's going to the fence. And that's going to score another run. Jazer motors into second base with a stand-up double. Stand-up RBI double, to be exact. And Florida Ice leads it 2-0. So they're just trading places out there at second base. That brings in Keegan. On deck is Easton. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And Landon checks the runner at second, which is Jazer. And the pitch to Keegan. That gets in the dirt away from Kane. That's going to allow Jazer to easily go to third base. That's a 1-1 count. I think it's the first time we moved the the runner indicator from second base to third. As like I said, they just kept trading places out there. So 1-1 count, still nobody out. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's going to be strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Easton on deck. And the pitch. That's going to get away from Kane, and that's going to score a third run as Jazer comes in on the wild pitch. And the count's going to even at 2-2. So the first 3 batters have scored. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Excuse me, 3 runs on 2 hits. Got that backwards. Ground ball to first. Takes himself, and that's one away. So one down. That's going to bring in Easton. Aiden comes out on deck. Again, coming up next is going to be Canes Florida Panhandle versus the Florida Mavericks. Ball high. It's a 1-0 count now. Oh, excuse me, Panama City Mavericks. My apologies, folks. Panama City Mavericks and Canes Florida Panhandle coming up next. And it's 2-1. Excuse me, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. And make that 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. 1 out. And it's ball 4. So 1 out walk issued by Landon to Easton. That brings in Aiden. Ryan on deck. Easton gets his lead. Landon checks him at first. He's back safely. The Jazer is the pitcher in this one for Florida Ice, which you'll see him coming up next. Ball off the plate. And it's 1-0. There goes the runner. Ball high, throw down, not in time. So it's a 2-0 count now to Aiden. Again, Ryan on deck. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. That gets away from Kane, and which allows Easton to go to third. And it's ball 3 on Aiden. It's a beautiful day here at the Publix Sports Park in beautiful Panama City Beach, Florida. Surrounded by pine tree forest. Of course, in the distance is a giant hotel, but this area is building up brand new. The fields are all AstroTurf, absolutely beautiful. And the pitch. Called strike down the middle of the plate, and it's 3-1.
You're ready, buddy.
Little light clouds in the sky, but overall it's been a really nice temperature the past couple of days. It started us out in the mid-60s. A nice breeze, and that's ball 4. So runners on the corners for Ryan as back-to-back walks are issued by Landon. So coach calls timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. And with that, we'll just take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. Sorry about that, folks. Aiden takes second base. There's ball 2 to Ryan. Runners on second and third. One out. And there's a 3-0 lead for Florida Ice. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That is Aiden at second, Easton at third. Swing and a miss. And the count evens at 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ball up. Full count. So Landon looks in, comes set, and delivers the payoff pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 3 and 2 again. And here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball off the plate. And bases are now loaded. So that'll bring in Jacob with 1 out. And I think we're going to have a pitching change here. We are, and I'll tell you who that is in just a moment. Looks like it's going to be Owen is coming in to take over pitching duties. And with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, we're back as the last warm-up pitch is thrown and ready to get things underway here again. So like I mentioned, Owen did take over pitching duties. Kane's still behind the plate as Jacob steps into the batter's box with Clayton on deck. And here's the first pitch from Owen. Called strike, and it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. That's Ryan at first, Aiden at second, Easton at third. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pops away from Kane, but just close enough to prevent the runner from coming home. Runner from third coming home. Sorry about that. So 0-2 count. Ball off the plate. 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. And makes it 2-2. Low and outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Jacob. Clayton again on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Clayton on deck. We'll be back at the top of the order with Brady. And the first pitch. Ball off the plate. That's going to get away from Kane. That's going to allow another run to score. And Florida Ice here in the top of the first take a 4-0 lead. It's ball 1 to Clayton. And the pitch. Called strike. It's a 1-1 count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Called strike 3, and that is 3 outs. However, they pick up 4 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. At the end of half innings, Florida Ice 4, MPACT 0. Coming to bat for MPACT in the bottom of the first is Caden, Jackson, and Carson. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. As Jaser finishes warm-ups, Brady is behind the plate again. Caden steps in the box, fouls off the first pitch, and the bottom of the first is underway. So an 0-1 count on Caden. Ball up a little bit, and 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Just getting underway here in the bottom of the first inning. Florida ISD lead at 4-0 right now. So line shot, foul down to the third base line. That's going to make it 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Caden. Jackson on deck. Carson will be the third batter this inning. Ball just a little bit up, and evens the count at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that is 1 out. So that brings in Jackson with Carson coming out on deck. And the pitch. Ground ball to short, fielded cleanly. Over to first. And that is 2 down. That brings in Carson. Owen comes out on deck. Owen is the current pitcher for MPACT. And the pitch. Pop fly, foul territory. Third baseman's under it, makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. So for MPACT, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. At the end of 1, that's Florida Ice 4, MPACT 0. Coming up for the Florida Ice in the second is going to be top of the order, Brady, Tate, and Jaser. This is Doc, USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back. Here we go. Brady leading things off. Brady walked and scored his first time up. Ball, just a little chin music there, sending Brady to the ground. And it's a 1-0 count. Just got all the way to that one. And the pitch. Ball low, and it's 2-0. Again, Owen still on the mound. Kane behind the plate. Ball low, 3-0. Called strike. And now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 away. So what a job by Owen to come back on that one after being down a couple balls behind the batter and fought back to get the out. It's a great job. That brings in Tate. Tate singled and scored and drove in an RBI his first time up. And on deck is Jaser. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And the 0-1 pitch. Ball inside. And it's 1-1. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And back-to-back strikeouts by Owen. Makes it 2 quick outs. That'll bring in Jaser. He doubled, drove in an RBI, and scored his first time up. And on deck is Keegan. And Jaser is the current pitcher for Florida Ice. Again, following this one will be the Panama City Mavericks versus Canes Florida Panhandle in the second semifinal game. Of course, the winner of this one goes to the championship. Foul ball right here at the plate. That's an 0-1 count. So Owen has struck out the 4 batters he's faced so far. And the pitch. And it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. We are in the top of the second inning here in the Publix Park Palooza 12U bracket play. Ball a little low, 1-2. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's going to make it 1-2 again. We'll do a 1-2 over again, rather. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the 1-2 from Owen to Jaser. Call strike 3. And that's 5 in a row for Owen. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 1.5, it's still a 4-0 lead, Florida Ice. Coming up for Impact is going to be Owen, Landon, and Bowden. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back, folks. Bottom of the second inning. Owen steps in to lead things off. On deck is Landon. First pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Jazer's still on the mound, and behind the plate is still Brady. It's a foul ball. That makes the count even at 1 apiece. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Pop fly on the infield. First base is calling for it, and so is the pitcher, and Jazer takes it. And that's 1 away. So that'll bring in Landon. Bowden on deck. And the pitch. Pop fly, left center. That is dropping for a hit. And Landon is on with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the second inning. It's the first hit of the game so far by MPACT. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly over to second. And it was a mishandled throw. That's going to allow Landon to go to third base. And so runners at first and third. That brings in Angel Ridge on deck. A quick timeout. Coach is going out to talk to his pitchers. So again, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow. Of course, the like and follow is on Facebook, and the subscribe and like is, and share also in both places on your social media channels. We'd appreciate that to help grow our subscriber base and continue to grow our channel, as it helps us to reach more viewers as well as sponsors and advertisers. So that's when we get those, and that's when we're able to really expand our capabilities and provide you even better angles and coverage in all of our upcoming tournaments. Of course, the advertisers and sponsors have to happen first, but once we get that's happening. But it's to increase the experience for you, the fans, as well as these players. And I thank all the viewers around the world who's watching today, no matter where you are. Thank you. If you're in military, thanks for your service. There goes a runner. Ground ball to third. Fielded over to first. And that is 2 outs. But that does score Landon from third. Bowden goes to third. And that does make it a 4-1 ball game. That's called strike. So it's an 0-1 count. So Ridge on third base is Bowden. Pop fly, foul. And oh, nice catch by the catcher! Wow! A sliding catch, and that is 3 outs. I wish you all could see that catch because it was great. But MPACT does pick up 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left at the end of 2. It's MPACT 1, Florida Ice 4. Coming up for Florida Ice is going to be Keegan, Easton, and Aiden. This is Doc, USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, we're back. As noted before, the winner of this game moves on to the championship. We are in the top of the third as Keegan steps in. Owen has struck out the first 5 batters he's faced. Came in with bases loaded and shut things down. And continued the same last inning. There's a called strike, and that continues. So no balls, 1 strike to Keegan. On deck is Easton. Florida Ice lead at 4-1. And this, if the breeze wasn't blowing, it'd be nice, but the breeze is causing a little bit of chill in the air. But still a great day for baseball here in the Panhandle, specifically Panama City Beach. Foul ball. And that's 1-2. And the pitch to Keegan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the strikeout fest continues for Owen. That's 6 in a row. That'll bring in Easton. He'll be followed by Aiden. Easton walked and scored his last time up. Called strike. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Again, kudos to Brady, the catcher for Florida Ice, coming back and making that sliding catch into the wall to get that third out. It's pretty amazing to watch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball in the dirt. Low and inside. That's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Top of 3rd inning. There's a line shot. Nice catch by the shortstop. Unbelievable. And we're going to note that down for a highlight on that one. Unreal. Nice leaping catch. And That was the first bat on the ball that anyone's gotten so far against Owen. It was a nice shot, but hats off to. There we go. Hats off to the defense for Impact. Called strike to Aiden. That was Easton that lined out. It's called strike as Aiden went forward to try to bunt that one. I believe it's 0-2. I'll just wait for the umpire to confirm that. Call strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left at the end of 2.5. It is Florida Ice 4, Impact 1. Coming up for Impact, it's going to be Trip Kane, then back to top of the order with Caden. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Leading things off here for Impact in the bottom of the third is Tripp. Ball outside. Jays are still on the mound. Brady's still behind the plate. Ball low and outside. Kane on deck. And it's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. It's ball in the dirt. 3-0. So Jazer's quickly falling behind. Called strike. Now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. As Jazer comes back on that one. Again, we're in the bottom of the third inning. Tripp at the plate. On deck is Kane. And that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk issued by Jazer. Puts runner on first for Impact. That brings in Kane. On deck is Caden, back to the top of the order. Quick conference on the mound with the ice coach and his pitcher and catcher. All right, conference is over. Ready to get things underway here. Throw over to first. Check on trip by Jazer. He's back in time. Pop fly foul, out of play, right behind us here. Fortunately, that hit nobody. It's a 0-1 count. To Kane. And the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded over to second. They get the lead runner over to first. Not in time. So Kane's on first, one down. And that'll bring in Caden back to the top of the order. On deck will be Jackson. And the pitch. Pop fly. Second base going back. Center fielder calls it. Now it drops in! And third to second. They get the out. So that will leave runner. That gets, let's see, 8-6. That's 2 outs. So Caden's on. Jackson steps in. 2 outs. Carson on deck. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Pitcher's calling it. Third base comes over. Jazer takes it again. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left at the end of 3. It is MPACT 1, Florida Ice 4. Coming up for Florida Ice is going to be Ryan, Jacob, and Clayton. This is Doc of the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we are back. Stepping in is going to be Ryan. He'll be followed by Jacob. Owen's still on the mound. Behind the plate is still Kane. That's a called strike. So far in this one, after 8 batters, Owen is throwing a perfect game to this point. It's a ground ball right back up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. That's getting past the center fielder. And Ryan goes into second base with a double to lead things off here in the 4th inning. That brings in Jacob. So that's the first hit after through 9 batters that Florida Ice has put out there. Next up is Jacob. So Jacob was the first batter that Owen faced back in the 1st inning. And there goes, nope, holds is called strike. So Ryan holds at second. Looked like he may go, but he did not. So no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. All right. So I think they have everything resolved out there at second. And here we go. Ball low. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jacob. Again, Clayton's on deck. Or actually, this is Rylan. My apologies. It is not Jacob. That's 2-2. And the pitch to Rylan. Ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nice stop by Kane. And here comes the payoff pitch from Owen. Call strike 3. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. Ryan remains at second base. Clayton steps in. On deck is Brady. With 1 out. Called strike. So no balls, 1 strike to Clayton. Ryan at second. On deck, Brady. Owen checks Ryan at second. It's back in time. And the pitch. Ball 2, or ball 1, excuse me. 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Still a 4-1 game. Florida Ice in the lead here in the top of the 4th. And the pitch. Called strike, and it's out 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Brady. So far, Owen has 9 strikeouts. Pop fly. Second baseman under it. Now he loses it to the sun. And that's going to score another run for Florida Ice. And Brady will end up at second base after the RBI single. Makes it a 5-1 game.
Come on, boys. We need one more out. Bring it in. Come on, pick out one and drive it.
That brings in Tate. I believe that was called strike.
Come on, Tate. Come on, Tate. Pick one out.
Jazer's on deck. There's a runner. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Let's go, guys. One more, boys. Come on. You can do it. Look alive.
It moves Brady to third on the steal. Called strike 3. And that is 3 outs. But the Ice pick up one more on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left. At the end of 3.5, it is Florida Ice 5. Impact 1. Coming up for Florida or for Impact Sports is going to be Carson, Owen, and Landon. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. We do have a new pitcher for Florida Ice, and that's going to be Tate. So Carson steps in. And the pitch. Pop fly. Shallow center. That's going to drop in for a hit. It's a leadoff single by Carson. Puts MPACT in business here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings in Owen with Landon on deck. Tate checks Carson. Carson's back in time. There goes Carson. There's the pitch. Ball high. Throw down, not in time. So 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. Bottom of the fourth. MPACT trail by 4. Ball low. 2-0. And here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. Called strike. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike on Owen. Carson is at second. And the pitch. Strike 2. So Tate has worked it back to a full count. And here comes the payoff pitch from Tate. Ball 4. And walk issued by Tate. Puts runners on first and second. Still nobody out. That brings in Landon. Bowden on deck. Landon singled and scored his last time up. Foul ball. And it's 0-1. There goes the runners. Ball in the dirt. They caught out of the corner of the eye of Tate, which kind of think may have thrown him off there. That's 1-1. As it puts runners on second and third. It's Carson on third, Owen at second. 1-1 count on Landon. And here's the 1-1. Ball off the plate, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, the winner of this game punches their ticket into the championship later on. Line shot foul down the first base line. That's 2-2. The game following this one is going to be the Panama City Mavericks versus the Canes Florida Panhandle. Now, Panama City will be the... It's a foul ball. So we'll do 2-2 again on the foul ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 2-1. Owen at second, Carson at third. Foul ball, and we'll do 2-2 again. Again, Bowden on deck. Ball high, and the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now, Tate does have somewhere to put Landon should he walk him here. There's an open base that would load him up for Bowden. Foul ball again. And we'll do 3 and 2 again. So Tate looks in, gets a sign, comes set, and delivers the payoff pitch. Foul ball. And Landon's hanging in there as he continues to foul him off. The wind is picking up here. It is quite chilly. And here's the 3-2 pitch. There's a fly ball in the right field. Just foul. Just foul. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. We'll do that again as this battle between Tate and Landon continue. If Landon does get walked, it's going to be a absolutely fantastic at bat by Landon. Either way, it's been a great at bat so far, regardless of the outcome. And the pitch. Fly ball, foul ball again.
Right there, baby. You got it. Come on. Good, Ted. You got this, buddy. Make it work, baby. Make it work. Rip it, baby. Rip it.
And 3-2 again to Landon. On the shallow right. Nice catch by the second baseman. And everyone holds where they are. All right, so 1 down. Again, a great at bat. Foul ball on Bowden. And the pitch off the plate, and I believe it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Carson still at third, Owen still at second. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And that's 1 and 2. Hit the wrong button there, folks. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2-1. And the pitch. Ball up and in. 2-2. And the pitch. Off the plate. A little bit up. Counts full. Again, Tate does have a place to put Bowden should he lose him here. And he does, and bases are loaded. So bases loaded, 1 out. That's going to bring in Angel. On deck is Ridge. Tying run at the plate right now in Angel. And the pitch. There's a line shot to center field. Center fielder over his head. And that's going all the way to the fence. That's going to score. Here comes the third run. That's going to score 3. And a 3 RBI double by Angel. And that makes this one a 5-4 ball game. Still with 1 out. And Ridge steps in. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. There's no one covering first base. That allows Ridge to get on. There's no one covering second. So Ridge goes all the way to second base. So runners at second and third. And coach is going out to settle his team down. Actually, he's not making the pitching changes. He's trying to settle his team down. This 5-4 ball game. What a game, folks. Bottom of 4. Still only 1 out. The tying run is at third. The go-ahead run for MPACT is on second base. And maybe they are going to make a pitching change. We'll just double check it here. Didn't appear that that was going to be the case, and it is indeed the case. And it looks like I think it's going to be Easton taking over for Tate. All right, so why that happens, let's take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. The warm-ups are just about done. I'll tell you, our camera's been hit 3 times today, and it's not a favorable spot, so we'll see if we can make some tweaks to that. But in the meantime, pop fly, first base has it, and that is 2 down. So that's going to bring in Kane.
Okay. They see it. Let's go.
And on deck is going to be Caden. Angel is called strike. Angel and Ridge on base accordingly. Angel at third, Ridge at second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 0-2 count. And the 0-2 pitch. That hit him. And that's going to load the bases. So bases loaded now for top of the order in Caden. Jackson on deck. Like I said, the go-ahead run is at second base. And the pitch. It's a line shot, foul down the third base line. And it's going to be 0-1 now. Kane at first, Ridge at second, Angel at third. Angel had that 3-run double earlier. There's a ground ball back to short, fielded over to first. And they get him. So a little conference about the play at first. And they confirmed it is out. All right, so this is Doc, USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back for top of 5 action in a minute. Be Jaser, Keegan, and Easton leading things off for Florida Ice. All right, we're back. Owen still on the mound. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Call strike 2 on Jaser. Jaser's 1 for 2, a double and an RBI, and scored. There's the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball back to short. Takes a weird hop, and Jaser's on. So we'll register it as an infield single. That ball took a really weird hop, very difficult to handle anyway. That'll bring in Keegan. We are in the top of the 5th inning. And there goes Jaser. Called strike, throw down, not in time. That ball gets away from Kane, and Jaser easily goes to third base. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low and inside. 2-1. Fouled off. It's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Jays are at third. Fouled off. Out of play. And we'll do 2-2 again. Keegan at the plate. Easton on deck. Jays are at third. And the pitch. Ball off the plate. And now it counts full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Keegan.
You got this, Keegan. You got it.
And the payoff pitch from Owen. Or, excuse me. It's a fly ball to center field. That's going over the center fielder's head. All the way to the fence. That's going to score Jaser. Oh, it is Owen. My bad. Sorry. And the ball comes into second base. So Keegan goes in with an RBI double to extend the lead. 6-4. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Easton steps in. Aiden on deck. Ball low. So it is Owen on the mound. Kane's still behind the plate.
You got this, buddy.
And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded over to first. And that is 1 out. But that moves Keegan to third. So 1 down. That brings in Aiden. On deck is Ryan, I believe. We'll double check that in a minute. Called strike on the outside corner. 0-1. It is indeed Ryan on deck. And the pitch. Ball low. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on, 1 run in. Keegan is the 1 on who's standing down at third base. Ball inside. Nice stop by Kane, which could have allowed another run come in had that got away from him. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3. So Owen is behind in the count. And the pitch. That's ball 4. That gets away. And that's going to store another run for the Florida Ice. So a 1 out walk issued to Aiden. And coach is calling timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. And we'll see if there's a pitching change or things will continue. And we are going to have a pitching change. So let's see who that is. And as soon as we find out, we'll take a break. It looks like it's going to be Jackson on the mound for MPACT. And indeed it is. So with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. All right, folks, we're back. The warm-ups are just about finished here. So currently, so Ryan steps in, or steps back. Steps in. Aiden is at first. And here's the first pitch from Jackson. There goes Aiden. Here's the throw down. Off target. And it's ball one. As Aiden goes to second base. So no, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, coming up next is the second semifinal game. The winner of this one goes into the championship. And the pitch. Ball off the plate. 1-1. Excuse me, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. Called strike now. 2-1. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. It's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pop fly on the infield. Foul territory. And we'll do 2-2 again. Aiden remains at second base. So again, coming up next is going to be Panama City Mavericks and Florida Canes Panhandle. Canes Florida Panhandle, rather. Sorry about that. There's the pitch. Full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a 3-2 pitch. Pop fly. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Aiden goes to third. So Ryan's on with a single Only one out.
Bring him on in, bud.
So Ryland steps in. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 0-1. Here's the runner, swing and a miss. And runners on second and third. So 2 strikes on Ryland.
Let's go, bud.
It's a fly ball. And nice catch by the center fielder. Here comes the throw home. The tag and go. And they get him, double play. And that ends the inning. So 1 run on, excuse me, it's not 1 run, it's 2 runs. And at the end of 4.5, it is a 7-4 lead in favor of Florida Ice. Coming up in the bottom of the inning is going to be Jackson, Carson, and Owen. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Bottom of 5. Jackson leading things off. Carson on deck. And the pitch. On the dirt. Easton's still on the mound. Brady's still behind the plate. Ball inside. It's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. It's ground ball to short. That gets through the left field, left center. That's going all the way to the fence. And Jackson's on with a stand-up double. More than the double, just the ball took a weird hop, oddly enough, on turf, but it did nonetheless. Ball low and outside. 1-0 count to Carson. Owen on deck. So Owen represents the tying run. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. Shortstop's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 1 away. That brings in Owen. Landon on deck. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. But on that swing and miss, Jackson goes to third. 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Jackson at third. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. And they don't get him. So infield single for Owen. Scores a run. Makes it 7-5. So the time run is at the plate right now. Landon steps in. Bowden on deck. There's a line shot to right field. That's getting down for a hit. And runners on first and second with 1 out. Bowden steps in. He represents the lead run. Landon, who's on first, is the tying run right now. So Jake is going in to run for Owen, which owns the pitcher of record. You see he's kind of hobbling, so we'll see if he continues. But so Jake's running. It's ball on the inside. That gets away. And everybody moves up. So 1-0 count. Time run at second. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So that is Landon at second. Jake at third, who's running for Owen. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. That gets away from Brady, but Brady quickly gets to it. No opportunity to come home on that one. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Oh, that was ball 4. Sorry, it was 3-1 count. Now the bases are loaded with 1 out. Angel steps in. Angel had the bases clearing 3 RBI double. And here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded cleanly. Over to second. Get the lead runner. Over to first. Or no throw. So 2 down. That does score a run, though. So runners at first and third. It's a 7-6 ball game. Two down. Ridge steps in. The time runs at third. Ground ball right back up the middle. Over to first. They get him. Fielded by Easton and over to first. And wow, what a finish. And that's going to be your final score here, folks. So Florida Ice punched their ticket into the championship, so we'll see them going up against either the Panama City Mavericks or the Canes Florida Panhandle coming up at 2:15. But next is going to be Canes Florida Panhandle versus the Panama City Mavericks. This is Doc, the USSSA Sports Network. Please stay tuned for that one coming up. Watch for it to go live and join us. Again, final score here, 7-6, favor of Florida Ice. See everyone soon on the next game.